Therefore, don't, you can look to have regime change and all those things, but also look at yourself. Take a moment to see and reflect in just as much of a critical way how you interact with those that you have power over. And I think the problem is that people don't realize who they have power over. They never feel like they have any power over anybody, not even their own kids. I think whether people admit it or not, they think of themselves as victims of other people always having power over them and not realizing the power that they have that they use over other people. For instance, there might be a store manager at a discount store that gets yelled at the customers all the time, and they feel like they're forced to have to put up with this because they need this job, and they simply can't ignore the customer, but then they can't tell the customer how they really feel, so they're stuck, and they feel like the customer has power over them. But I think they fail to realize the power that they have as managers, that they could grant a lot of things to the customer that the customer is asking for. And they don't. They don't because they're upset at the customer. They don't because they don't recognize their power, or they feel some personal vendetta, something. I don't know what it is, but a lot of them just don't use the power that they have and recognize the power that they have, and have a desire to never use that power towards any political end. Using that same manager as an example, if they were in charge of hiring somebody, and this person, they knew, everyone agreed this person would be good for the company, but they didn't like them, and they didn't want to have to work with them every day. If they decided to not hire that person, that would be kind of a political means of doing things. And they did it because they have the power to do it. And when people questioned them, they said, well, I'm the manager. I get to run this business how I want to, and I don't like that person. That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff that happens every day.